Okay, hey there guys. Sorry for that day break there, just had a couple things to do, but we're back on schedule, mostly on time for this war actually, shockingly, to start off a new season with a new alliance, which means somewhat some new paths, some new champions, new officers, new types of assignments, all that good stuff. Same tactic as last season, but playing it at a much different level this time. Right, last one was in Plat 3, Plat 2, this one's obviously Masters, it's LVT. So I moved there this last off season, just took a little like semi break the one before that, and coming back this season, really excited to be in LVT. Loved the reception just from everyone, just super nice people there. And we're starting off with TCN, which is definitely a pretty tough matchup going straight into it because TCN obviously have some of the best accounts, some really good players, some really good guys. So we knew it was going to be a tough one. So I'm starting out here with Absorbing Man on Path 9 with I-Bomb synergy. So with Magma Mode and I-Bomb, I'm immune to Incinerate and Poison, which means I don't really have to go for any intercepts with Abs because I don't need to try to pause it. And then the vulnerabilities you get on his light intercepts aren't that big. So I was mainly just trying to go for like SP2s. I was just trying to go for SP2s, and I'll get my damage from that. I don't really need it. Right there, I'm like, oh shoot, the Nullify. So now I'm trying to do some like, shallow dexes, bait out an SP2 here. And you're going to see it's going to start getting really sketchy because of the MD, his Nullify, and my Magma is going to start to run out. Fortunately, right there, I'm like, okay, I actually landed a dex that worked. But because of Power Reserve, he's still at full power, so I just start trying to bait another special out. He's still all the way up at a special, but you can see my Magma is just about to run out, so I have to start hitting him to start getting a pause going. The best thing about this matchup is obviously that Absorbing Man will not get incinerated in this as long as I stay in Magma form. If I drop out of Magma, I will die in a split second, which I got very, very close to doing right there. I kind of calculated it that I would get my Relic, so I don't kill. I'm just going to go in with the full combo, and I'm going to smash Relic as well, just to guarantee the finish off there, and it does pay off. Yeah, the Mystic Dispersion with the Nullify there really caught me almost at the beginning, and it almost got very, very bad because of that SP3. New Alliance, new season, same me. Playing it as like I guess conservatively as I can with the masteries and how to like swap them properly. Some people might not do it that way. Maybe I'll have to change how I do it in the future, but for right now it does work for me fairly often. But coming into the next fight, so I needed to put Suicides on. I still actually have another Absorbing Man fight, but it's on a much more traditional matchup on a much easier node. So I talked to my officer and we're like, yeah, I can play Absorbing Man with Suicides there. I'm just going to nuke that fight down anyway. This fight, another nuke fight. I've definitely taken Weapon X's on this before. So my strat, parry, heavy. As fun and boring as it gets. I do like me some parry heavy champions. Right here, what I did, I just back off, so that way I can get that extra 2 free armors there. So that's why I did those couple extra parries and just to back off. Wait for the poison node to come in so I take less damage because I have to use him again. And then the other part is so I get a little bit of extra armors ups. I got an extra like 6 armor ups by just playing it a little bit slower there. I could have rushed it. I probably still would have killed, but I would have taken recoil. I would have taken a bit more incinerate damage. So it's a thing that saves you a potion, which when you save a potion, every war is an extra, 12 potions in a season, which is a lot of loyalty. It's a lot of potions that you can get to use. It's those types of things that just give you that little bit of extra item buffer when you do have to like really heal up, which, oh, Lord knows, I definitely have to. We all know that. So right here, as I said, I have to heal up. So first warn a new alliance, I'm not dying. I will not be the guy who doesn't heal up full enough and dies because of it. So I was actually also, I talked to my officer, I might have another ascension to do. I still haven't technically done it. I wasn't sure if it was permitted fully yet, but we talked about it and I was like, hey, it sounds like from off season and then now with this one I have 2 Nimrod fights. I'm like, hey, can I ascend Nimrod? It sounds like I'm going to be using him a fair bit. I think this will be worth it going forward. Lizer is my BG officer. Very, very nice officer so far. And yeah, she agreed to it. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's get that. So then coming in here with Absorbing Man, Terrax. This node specifically maybe isn't his most traditional matchup, but there's nothing about this node that stops abs. It has regen, but I have damage. The reason right here, so I'm playing this very, very aggressively because this is my last fight. And when you do your medium, light, medium, you refine your forms, and it puts on very big vulnerabilities, unlike his light intercept ones. I'm taking a fair bit of damage from recoil, bleed, and his, whatever it's called, His regen there is pretty big, but when I crit, I'm doing so much damage with my crit burst, and I'm also doing 4 to 8k, I think that was, on the tick over time. So I had plenty of damage to outdamage that little 2k, so I wasn't too worried. On the notes for this one, it said to switch over to tech boost. I'm like, I'm just going to go for a 150. It's just a path Sauron. I'm like, I have full suicides, full boost set going. I'm like, this SP2 should kill. I'm ascended now. Like, I'm like, this should. But the big issue in this fight is obviously the buffet. I don't have to actually worry about the heal. It's the fact that it removes my armor ups. And from removing my armor ups, I have less damage overall because, right, when you're in Eradicate and you're in Blitz form, you deal extra damage through that. And he'll also get his, his unblockable pretty quickly here from the mixture of buffet and the buffet and his passive. Passive, his ability, whatever it is. So right here, I'm just holding block because I know I dropped all of his prowesses, and that's why you put on the the tech boost, because I'm able to cycle into that SP1 after a single combo, and that's going to finish him off, and that finishes my first war. I'm not going to complain about a 4-fight war for my first war. I'm fine with being a 4 to 5 fight player. Not everyone gets to take full sets of minis every war, and I'm good with that. I'm happy with this war. I was pretty comfortable with my performance. Maybe a couple things to fix for that long shot especially, but pretty happy with how this war started. Unfortunately, we did end up losing this war, which is fairly unfortunate, but as you can see, it was fairly close, 11 to 13, just a little bit rough from both of us. Actually, maybe not that rough from them, but we could have done a bit better. Still really proud of our performance. I think we'll have a bit more of a good season going forward. Our second war happened. It wasn't our best, but again, I'm still looking forward to it. And Luigi up there with the number 2 MVP, he actually joined at the same time with me. I've played with him in the past. Really good dude. It's a really nice getting to come back here and play with him. So thank you guys for coming and watching this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.